Salam guys, this is Hisham. Today I'll be comparing the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. These are one of the top phones that you can buy right now in the market. However, there are big differences between them that we will discover in today's video with a special emphasis on the camera department. So I'll be comparing the camera in terms of photos, videos, selfies, and so on. As always, if you like the video, please give us a like. Also subscribe to the channel to be notified about our latest updates. And without further ado, let's begin. Okay, let's start our comparison with the design. And the good thing about these two devices, they are actually different than the competition. So as you can see, there's a big difference between them, and there's a big difference between them and the rest of the smartphones. So as you can see in the Mi 11 Ultra, there's this rectangle that has 3 cameras with a screen. With this screen, you can see the time, notification, battery status, and also you can use the main camera as a selfie camera with the help of this screen. On the other hand, with the Pixel 6 Pro, it has a bar that has the 3 cameras. The back of the Mi 11 Ultra is ceramic, whereas it's a glass on the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 7. Both devices are IP68 rated. They both support wireless charging as well as reverse wireless charging. In terms of the front, from the front, the biggest difference here is actually the place where the selfie camera is. It's on the left hand side on the Mi 11 Ultra, and it's in the middle here. And also the screen is wider in the Pixel 6 Pro, whereas it is slimmer and taller on the Mi 11 Ultra. It's 6.8 here and 6.7 in the Google Pixel 6 Pro. In terms of ports and buttons, they're pretty much the same, apart from one thing, which in the Pixel 6 Pro, the power button is actually on top, and then underneath it, there's the volume rocket, which is a bit annoying, to be honest, because normally your thumb will rest here, and while you're thinking that you're pressing on the power button, you are actually pressing on the volume up or down button. The other difference is Pixel 6 Pro has only one SIM plus an eSIM, whereas the Mi 11 Ultra has 2 SIMs. They both have fingerprint scanner. I think it's a bit faster in the Mi 11 Ultra. However, it works just fine with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. But also remember that the Pixel 6 Pro does not have face unlock feature. So this is a big cons, to be honest, because here, as you can see, you just press on the power button, it sees my face, it unlocks, whereas in Pixel 6 Pro, this feature does not exist. Also, one point to notice that the Mi 11 Ultra is actually heavier, so it's, I think, 230 grams compared to 210 grams with the Pixel 6 Pro. In terms of the screen, they both have impressive screens. I do like the screen on the Pixel 6 Pro because it's wider, as I said, but this is, again, is a personal choice. But in terms of numbers, they both AMOLED, they both support 120 Hz. The Mi 11 has 1 billion color as well, and as I said, it's slightly larger, 6.8 compared to 6.7. It's 2K resolution, and they both have Gorilla Glass Victus protection from the front. Obviously, it has it on the back as well on the Pixel, but it's ceramic for the Mi 11 Ultra, so it doesn't need the Gorilla Glass Victus. They both have always on display. However, I didn't actually like it in the Pixel 6 Pro because you can only see the time, some notification, and the weather, whereas in the Mi 11 Ultra you can customize it the way you want. In terms of the OS, obviously this point goes to the Pixel 6 Pro because it comes with Android 12, whereas the Mi 11 Ultra comes with Android 11. However, I think it's upgradable to Android 12, so it's coming sooner or later. But the other thing is that Mi 11 Ultra does not have a global ROM, so the ROM I'm using is actually the Chinese ROM. It's alright, I mean, there's no problem with that. Apart from that, it has limited support to the languages in terms of the setting and app setting languages. You can write or read with any language. However, as I said, the menu only supports, I think, 5 languages, which is these languages here. If you end up buying it, you just need to disable or remove all the Chinese app that comes pre-installed and then do some tweaks, which I talked about in my channel if you're interested. In terms of features and tips and tricks, I've actually published 2 videos for these 2 phones. If you're interested, linked in the description below. There's a lot of hidden features and tricks that are available in both devices. It will take ages if I talk about them, so if you're interested, the links are in the description. However, overall, Pixel 6 Pro have an edge over the Mi 11 Ultra in terms of OS design. Now, if we talk about hardware, in terms of RAM, they both can reach 12 GB of RAM and they both can reach 512 in terms of storage. However, they come with different SOS. So it's the Snapdragon 888 on the Mi 11 Ultra and it's Google Tensor, which is a new SOS developed by Google for its device. Now, if you're interested in Antutu benchmark, so let's open them. You can see that 639,000 on the Pixel 6 Pro, whereas it's 813,000 on the Mi 11 Ultra. As I said over and over again, the Snapdragon 888 is the best processor right now. However, in terms of user experience, gaming, I have not noticed any difference, to be honest. The Pixel 6 Pro is so snappy, so fast. I mean, I really enjoy using it, actually more than the Mi 11 Ultra because of the software. Since we're talking about the hardware, in terms of the battery, they both come with 5000 mAh. Pixel 6 Pro supports up to 30 watt in terms of fast charging. However, it's 67 watt in the Mi 11 Ultra. Even the wireless charger is faster here because it's also 67 watts. However, it comes to 23 watts for the Pixel 6 Pro. As I said before, they both support the reverse wireless charger. In terms of battery life, they both last up to 1 day max. So at the end of the day, you would have to charge them. And now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cameras. So the camera on the Mi 11 Ultra consists of 3 lenses. So this one is actually the periscope one. It comes with 48 megapixel, gives you up to 5x optical zoom and 120x hybrid zoom. There is the ultra wide, which is 48 megapixel as well, and the main lens, which is 50 megapixel GN2, one of the best sensors in the market. In terms of Pixel 6 Pro, the main camera is 50 megapixel, the ultra wide is 12 megapixel, and the telephoto one is 48 megapixel. It gives you up to 4K optical zoom and I think around 20x in terms of hybrid zoom. Now let me show you some of the pictures and videos that I've shot with these 2 devices. Let's compare them together and see how it goes. So this is the ultra wide from both phones. I think the Mi 11 Ultra is slightly better. It's actually slightly better in the main camera as well. So I'm gonna try to zoom to that traffic light if you can see it, and obviously in the zoom battle, Mi 11 Ultra will be always the winner with the 120x. In terms of depth, I mean, there's not much difference. I really like both. In terms of selfies, I think the Pixel 6 Pro done better here. In terms of videos, I think from the back camera, I would say the Mi 11 Ultra is slightly better. That's in my opinion, by the way. I would love to hear your comments down below, because if you see the rocks, I think there's more details from the Xiaomi 11 Ultra. The color profile is different as well, because if you check the grass, you can see that it's slightly yellowish in the Google Pixel 6 Pro, wherever in Mi 11 Ultra is actually near to the real life, to be honest. So again, this is the video, 4K 60K from both phones. Please let me know what you think. For me, I'll give this to the Mi 11 Ultra. However, I'll wait your opinion down below. So this was my comparison guide between the Pixel 6 Pro and the Mi 11 Ultra. If you ask me, if I have $1,000, I would probably go for the Pixel 6 Pro because the Mi 11 Ultra is not supported globally. It only comes with the Chinese ROM. If it has a global support and a warranty in the country I live in, I'll really go for the Mi 11 Ultra. Let me know what you think below. I'm really interested to hear your opinion. And as always, if you like this video, please support my new channel by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. Thank you so much, guys. Salam.